Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the times one of the Will and Grace gang managed to crack up all their scene mates with some hilarious goofs.
The only one that breaks me like that.
Number 10. Karen and Jack get intimate. Hilarious. From the moment they first met, Karen and Jack had an instant connection and clearly felt super comfortable around each other. This means that despite their differing personal preferences, they were never ones to shy away from a little PDA.
See? Any disgust I may feel is now eased by visualization.
While Karen's reaction to their kiss in the episode is hilarious, behind the scenes, it wasn't nearly quite as steamy. Jack uses Karen to demonstrate his visualization technique to Will to help him date somebody he's repulsed by. Only his self-coined approach fails to help him in this moment. It's not the only time Sean Hayes and Megan Mullally could have used Jack's advice either.
She's laughing too. You just can't see it.
Number 9. Don't work with animals. In this episode, Will is fuming after discovering Grace and his estranged brother had a little sleepover. Jack, ever the loyal and hilariously unhelpful friend, drops by Will's office with Klaus von Puppy in tow.
I tell him when he eats, when he goes out, who he sniffs, and when he needs a pedicure, just like you and Grace.
While the pup is sweet and affectionate in the episode, his enthusiasm reaches a whole new level in this outtake. As Jack bends down to give Klaus some love, the dog seizes the moment, nearly knocking Hayes over in a bid for attention. It's so adorable, and of course, it completely cracks both actors up. Hayes, true to form, recovers with a quip so perfectly Jack it could have been scripted.
Hey, he made the first move!
Number 8. Bouncing into the bloopers. Will's initially excited about his dad's visit, until he discovers his secret.
He's a great guy.
He is.
Should have a little fun.
He's having an affair.
He's what?
Jack and Karen are especially delighted about it because, well, they're Jack and Karen. In this blooper, even they can't help but laugh at the ridiculousness of it all. Their over-the-top fake laughter quickly turns into real giggles that they just can't stop. Later, the tone shifts when Karen, in classic dramatic fashion, imagines Stan as the cheater, sending everyone into fits all over again. Shelley Morrison, who played Rosario, doesn't help matters with her perfectly timed line either, completely finishing them off.
Lady, you're dumber than the lint I clean out of your trap. I'll kill him! I'll kill him!
Well, at least she's delighted to be in the gag reel.
I finally have an outtake.
Number 7. That dope. When Karen decides it's time for her to learn to drive, she asks Will for help, only for him to steer her towards Jack.
Well, get Jack to do it.
Jack? That dope? That dope couldn't teach a monkey how to scratch his own ass.
It's true.
While Jack agrees with Karen's savagery in the final cut, the outtake suggests Hayes might have had some strong feelings about the line too. Poor Jack! The way Hayes breaks at the insult almost makes it seem like he's saying, yep, it's true.
Jack? That dope? That dope couldn't teach a chimp how to scratch his own ass.
Soon enough, his scene mates lose it too. Hayes is also responsible for cracking up his castmates in another Season 6 blooper, where his complaints about his sugar daddy make Deborah Messing laugh, taking down the others with her.
They're so old. I rubbed Bertram's feet and they almost came off of my hand.
Number 6. Karen's Backseat Blunder. Will plans a trip to distract Grace after Leo messages her, wanting to rekindle things despite their separation after he cheated on her. Stuck in a freezing car in standstill traffic, Karen reminds everyone to forget the small stuff and focus on the big picture.
Let's forget about the traffic and the cold. The important thing is, we're all here for Grace. Screw this crap. Let's get out of here.
In this outtake, she not only forgets about the cold and traffic, but also seems to forget her line too. Well, maybe forget isn't quite right. She accidentally says something a bit too close to a word not allowed on primetime TV.
The important thing is, we're all here for Grace.
Oh, and Will and Grace seemingly forgot something too, telling Jack and Karen they're not invited to this getaway.
Turn off the air conditioning and put on the heat.
Now let's pull out of this parking spot and hit the road.
Number 5. Stay perfectly still.
Hot plate, hot plate.
If you can't pick up a takeout box without yelling, you're probably a huge Will and Grace fan. In this episode, Grace demands a boycott after a restaurant refuses to compensate her for dropping her noodles. However, the noodles are just too good. And since when are Karen and Jack such loyal friends anyway? In the blooper, Karen's command to stay perfectly still quickly becomes a challenge to see how long they can last without cracking up. Spoiler, not long at all. With each take, they seem to last even less time. Honestly, we're shocked there's a take where they don't all lose it. Number 4. Rolling with laughter. Karen and Rosario's relationship is one of the funniest in the series. They bicker constantly, but clearly can't live without each other. In this episode, Rosario's not happy when Karen says she won't visit Stan in prison.
I have to finish this sweater for Mr. Stan so you can take it to him tomorrow when you visit him.
Oh, I'm not going tomorrow.
But he's expecting you at 10.
Yeah? Well, I've got other plans.
Before that, Karen and Jack are in a playful mood. But things shift when Karen gets up off the bed. Now, let's go to the blooper. In it, Karen is meant to say that she won't be visiting her hubby anytime soon, but she doesn't quite get the line out.
Dog pile on Rosie! No tickling. No, please. I have to finish this sweater for Mr. Stan so you can take it to him tomorrow when you visit him.
Oh, I'm not going tomorrow.
This slip-up almost feels in character, given Karen's fondness for a drink or several. It's her castmates' laughter that tells us it wasn't intentional.
I'm not going tomorrow.
Number 3. No brow humor. It's live television. What could go wrong? Hayes and Messing really steal the episode with some of the funniest breaks that seem to show what a fun time they all had together on set.
When an opportunity comes, I don't question it. I grab it, drop its ring on the nightstand, and swing on it till dawn.
The episode's highlight comes when Jack reveals the truth behind his rumored infidelities and injury. The sight of him with just one eyebrow is too much for Messing, and they both break into giggles.
Something much more hideous. No!
It might just be the two of them, but their infectious laughter makes it feel like the whole ensemble is in on it. We can only guess that later on, Karen's long pause was her attempt to keep her cool. And it worked, for her.
Well, I see you're curious too, Jack.
Number 2. Live and laughing. The second live episode is set entirely in Karen's bathroom, and things go way off the rails after Rosario accidentally reveals that Will, Grace, and Jack were not supposed to be invited to Karen's party.
Why has Karen had this party for 10 years and never invited us until now?
You weren't invited to this one either. I screwed up and put you on the list.
It's outrageous! Why wouldn't she want the three of us here?
The trio starts arguing over who's the embarrassment Karen was trying to avoid, tossing out funny insults that get everyone chuckling.
You know what I see when you talk? William Hurt in a wig.
You are both embarrassing. If I had a party, I wouldn't invite either of you.
The chaos escalates when they have a full-on toiletries fight. While Rosario cleans up the mess, the group confronts Karen about what they found in her bathroom. And of course, they crack up all over again. As we said before, that's live television, folks. There's really nothing quite like it.
What kind of prescription plan are you on, by the way?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Val elevates the scene. We first met Val in Season 1, where she quickly proved she was a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Every time she popped up was quite the ride, so of course, they brought her back for the revival. In this episode, Jack accidentally hits Val with his car, and being the eccentric character she is, she totally plays up the pain. Maybe a little too much.
Hey, are you you in pain or are you having a good time?
My pain and pleasure centers overlap. I'm in a medical journal.
While the scene itself is hilarious, the blooper is even funnier. Molly Shannon fully commits to the performance, and it's not long before she has her scene mates cracking up. Honestly, it's a miracle they didn't start laughing sooner.
You're both going through the same thing?
Only one breaks me like that.
I can't. Wait, I'm crying.
Which Will and Grace moment would have made you break? Let us know in the comments.
What's it say?
It's not for us.
Jack, I'm serious.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.